What's good, everybody? This is Dario Hunt from Living Like Fearless. I'm back with another reaction, this time to Harverd Dropout by Lil Pump. So let's talk about it. It's finally here, Lil Pump's long anticipated, well, I'm not sure how anticipated, but definitely long gestating debut project. I have been on record many occasions saying that Lil Pump and a lot of the artists that are similar to him really don't even need a project. I really think that he could survive solely off of making singles, and I think if anything, a project would kind of take away from his overall image and perception to fans in general. I think people only really know him for his singles and everything else he does outside of music, so I don't really understand the need for an album for these type of acts anymore, but we still got one. And I was kind of curious to see if he could somehow surprise me and deliver something, won't say deeper, but deliver something with a bit more to it than what I've heard from him so far. But unsurprisingly, the album is exactly what I expected to get from him. I mean, the guy hasn't really shown any true musicianship or artistry and hasn't really said anything worth of note. Let's face it, he's basically been a walking, talking caricature of everything that people outside of this current generation view them as. His music has been so simplistic that it's almost basically like joke rap, to the point that his original stuff got memed over and over again, and as a basically unintentional result, his career has been on a rise because of it. And if you've heard Gucci Gang, which I'm sure most of you have at least once by now, that's pretty much the layout for all the songs and music he tries to put out here. Now, I'm surprised he didn't actually have Gucci Gang on the album, but I'm kind of glad he didn't, considering that song has been played into absolute ground. But this is just really just a collection of potential singles that he can play at the next festival or wherever he goes. Now, as laughable as I find most of the music he puts out to be, I'd be lying if I said there weren't a number of hype songs here that I could definitely see getting clubs and aforementioned festivals really jumping. I know it's not the highest bar to set, but he does do it at least 4 or 5 or 6 songs here that slap really loud in the car. And that is mostly due to the production here, which is decent, I guess, for this SoundCloud wave of rappers. I was a bit surprised by some of the songs that I did enjoy, but for the most part, I got exactly what I expected, which is very little substance and just music that can be played very loudly. To me, it was a wholly unnecessary album. They could have easily just released the best songs of this as solo standalones, and people wouldn't have even noticed or been clamoring for something more full from him. But for what we got, it wasn't worse than I expected. It wasn't better than I expected. It was basically exactly what I expected. But for those of you that have heard the album, what did you guys think about it? Were you expecting more than what we actually got? Do you think he even needed to really put out an album? How much longer do you think he's really going to be around and prominent in the scene? Let me know in the comments down below, and be sure to head over to the official site where you can leave your own ratings and reactions to this album, other albums, and everything else I react to over there on the site. If you have anything that you would personally like me to react to, you can also let me know in the comments down below. If you like any of the gear that I rock in these videos like this or this, you can also head up to the site and grab some for yourself. As always, thank you guys for joining me. If you're liking these videos, please give this a like and subscribe. I will be back shortly with more reactions, but until then, I will catch you guys soon. Peace.